Welcome back to Lasco Ford, and now we're going to take a look at the 2018 Platinum F350 Lariat Ultimate Package combined with Platinum and every option available. That's what we're going to look at. But now we've actually had Kelderman go on this 2018 Platinum Power Stroke Diesel 6.7 with their Alpha Series bumpers. Not just the front, but the back too, and then we did some extra upgrades with that. So let's start right in there and just get ripping into it. The cool thing that I like about this truck is these massive bumpers. This is the Alpha Series Kelderman bumper. They have these monster hooks, literally called monster hooks, and that says this will tow 5 tons, not 5,000. That's 5 tons, 10,000 pounds, and there's 2 of them. So that's going to tow any of your buddies in their Chevy out of a sand pit or mud hole. And then you got these 2 sets of lights. Now, this is going to be the Midnight Edition or the Midnight Series, so you're going to have a tinted lens. So coming down the road, it doesn't look so bright of chrome, but that's the Rigid Industries lights that you're going to have 8 different LED pods inside each light. So 16 on this side, 16 on that side. Another huge Midnight Series or Midnight Edition Rigid Industries light bar up front. Well, that's all painted to match, and 2 layers of clear coat, so you don't want it chipping off going down the road. When you're elevated to this level on the 7-inch PMF Alpha 7 lift that's on this truck too, with a 2.0 Fox Series upgrade, what we want to take a look at too is paying attention to detail. We always try to do that. This color is called magnetic metallic, and we did the grill to match the bumper, to match the truck, to keep it all that smooth look that the Platinum has with the painted to match bumpers. There's a lot of guys that like that. I like it myself in my truck. But this right here is going to be all magnetic, black inlay on your Ford emblem, 13 inches, Texas belt buckle style, and then you've got the forward camera along with your windshield washer fluid that comes out of the front of it as well. That's a lot to say. Here we go, keep going. Quad beam LED headlights, that's going to give you an outside surround that's LED. Top and bottom are going to be LED. Turn signals are LED. Every light on the exterior of this truck is LED, including way up top, which is like, I can't even reach that high, LED roof clearance lights, along with LED turn signals. But this is all paired with a good looking set of shoes. And what is that going to be? The Soda Jado Ghost Metal on a 22. Ghost Metal is going to be that tarnished look instead of that machined aluminum look that's just very bright. That's more of that chrome look on the machined aluminum. The Ghost Metal is going to take this with a little tarnished pewter look. That's cool. I like it. It's a great set of wheels. And I've only seen one other set of these on a truck that came out of SEMA last year on a truck that we did, the black truck. I don't know if you saw that. That one's staying in Michigan. This one's going to New York, which brings me to another point. We build trucks and we ship them anywhere, right? Cool thing is, this is compliant with all the industry standards for emissions. So yes, it is tuned. It is. But we can do that without deleting the DEF and DPF system that's on the exhaust. If you take a look at the inside of the truck, massive replaced coils, huge Fox 2.0 series shocks with auxiliary reservoirs. Of course, you know we love using PMF because it's the most industrial grade lift that we've seen, and guess what? We haven't had an issue with it yet, period. Fully adjustable, case hardened on all of your bolts through here, so if you want to go to the next level, this is the top level of what you're going to go on lift and performance. Perfect welds all the way through, and the gauge of steel is extremely thick. This truck's going to be running a 6.7 liter Power Stroke power plant underneath the bonnet of this bad boy. So the nice thing I like too is it looks even bigger when you have your Platinum. You got your power deployable running boards, so you're able to actually access this thing, even if you're my height, right? Extra cameras all the way around. You're going to need them. This is bird's eye view system that Ford's coming out with, which is cool because that'll give you front view, side view, rear view, bird's eye view up top. Got LEDs coming out of the bottom of our mirrors as well. LED turn signals, a top and bottom mirror. And yes, these mirrors come in and out, expand, go back closer, and they power fold. Denali will figure that out someday. They just haven't yet. Sorry about your luck. Now we're going to be running a huge 60-inch track bar underneath. You'll see the PMF branding into that as well. And then you have a massive rear suspension here. Now, instead of just doing a single block, this wraps completely around the axle. And what we've done too, since PMF sends your U-bolts raw, we've been going through and powder coating the U-bolts as well to keep those from having any rust inhibiting going on. Take a look at this big sleeve. So, hey, even though we're following the compliance of the federal government on our on this truck to be sponsored by the company that's buying this one, so we did a sponsored build for it. But that's going to be the MBRP sleeve going out of the back with a massive 5+ inch tip that you could put a volleyball inside of. It's huge. Let's go to the back part of this truck. Again, the Alpha Series bumper. This is the rear Alpha Series bumper. Massive monster hook again. Oh, another 5,000 pounds. So what is that? 20 tons on all 5 monster hooks. I mean, overkill. Yep, it's got it. It's got to have it. I mean, if you're going to go this big, I mean, come on, go home if you don't have it, right? So the Midnight Edition 8 LED lights in the back of the bumper as well here too. And we're going to turn those on for you in just a second here. But that doesn't just get upgraded with huge lights there, and then over here, 7-pin, 4-pin wiring harness. Your license plate lights. Yeah, there's 4 LEDs in each one of these. Jay, you got to see that. So zoom in on this. These, yeah, not stock, right? Yeah, those are upgraded too. Of course, painted to match, and it hides your hitch well. So if you do a big drop hitch to go along with this truck, it gives it enough clearance to do so. Spare tire, yeah, it's under there for show. Pretty much worthless on this truck, so you might want to call a tow truck if that one goes down, or get a 5th rim and tire. Just saying, putting it out there. But you still have blind spot awareness that's going to be able to be used through the radar system on the back of this LED taillight. Again, all lights on the back of this truck are going to be LED. We didn't talk about what we wrap these big freaking wheels with. Well, that's going to be the Nitto Ridge Grappler, one of my personal favorite. That's a hybrid all-terrain tire. So when they say a hybrid, it's one of the top-rated tires that's going to be able to go through rain, snow, mud, sand, apocalypse, you name it. It's going to go through that. If you take a look underneath here, we've got the Ford factory spray and bed liner system too. Okay, you got it. Actually, I don't even know if I've got the keys or if somebody else does, but so right here is where your release button is, right below your camera, and your additional LED for hooking up. Look, camera guy, no hands, right? So you're gonna need this tailgate step. Yep, probably want one of those to get up in this without a ladder. So here we go.
Almost that low.
Dude, I know, right? Dude, I need a second step. But all right, hard folding tonneau cover made by Ford Accessories, right? You can find that in your local Ford department, or you can order it from us online, lascoford.com. And then you're gonna keep going with this. This is their newest design too, because you don't have to keep pulling that string to keep going. Oh, guess what? More LEDs. Get out of here, are you kidding me? Another 4 here, another 4 on the other side, and another 4 up top by your Chimzo camera, center high mount stop lamp. That's this thing, right? And then 2 more LEDs here. You've got a spider, and then you've got a rear camera there too, right? So if you go through this, I know, right? Is there such a thing as over the top though? Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, that's why I have a hat on. Knew that this was gonna be coming. So these little pumps right here, this is pretty cool because this is how this works. So you got this little slider. This hard tonneau cover can go right up against the window, slide this down, lock it into place. That way it doesn't go thumping down as you drive down the road, and you can still put whatever, washer, dryer, refrigerator, side-by-side, four-wheeler, your father-in-law, and a something. You want to trail off there. This to fold down. Check this out. So Ford's pretty cool about just making it easy. Okay, 1, 2, 2. Push in. There you go. Shut this like a man. Set it and forget it like Ron Popeil. Here we go. Keep going around. Things that I like too that I think accent the truck really well. Rear fender liners, right? It stops you from seeing the bed to frame like a bad tooth to gum ratio. Check this out. Like, let's look at this one that doesn't have it on this white truck, and you can see it without having a fender liner. See how it's like white, then black? Doesn't look good, right? Look at that side. All looks good with a rear fender liner. Guess what? Pretty inexpensive. It's like under 200 bucks installed. You go to your Ford dealership and have one put in your truck. I mean, you gotta have them. Huge fuel door. Look at the size of that thing. Wham! There you go. You still have your diesel exhaust fluid on the right side. You have your ultra low sulfur diesel fuel on your left side. Pretty easy there. Back seat. Massive, huge back seat. Biggest in class, right? Cool thing is you can lock that with your ignition key too. So if you use this as a gun safe or anything else that you want to put in there and lock, you can with your ignition key right here on this side.
Tell our viewers too, the stock factory step bars versus the electric.
Okay.
Drop down further, right?
Yep, they do. So, okay, you have your stock running boards that'll come about another just over 2.5 inches higher than what you have with the power deployable running boards. One thing that I would say too is, if you're gonna live in the Midwest where you're gonna be running into salt, winter, that whole thing, when you go in for your work service in the Ford service lane, go in there and have them lubricate these as well. The other things to be smart about too, do some mud flaps in the front that are not huge and gaudy, but do a low profile molded mud flap to do as an accessory to keep those stalactites from building up and making it a little bit easier on the actuators going up and down with your power deployable running boards. But the cool thing I like about them too is, look at the massive surface area you have to actually step though. You know, you look at the 150s, the 150 is gonna be just where this center line is. You've got a solid 1.5 inch bigger platform to be able to hop up in. Why? Well, for people with boots to hop in, now you have your clearance because they drop lower, but you also have a good place to put your foot. Now I've got a size 10 shoe on right now, if that tells you anything in comparison, right? Then you're able to hop in with all these handles to help a person like me get in this bad boy. Cool things that we take a look at. Thank you, Jeff and Mike at No Limit Diesel. Got to give you guys a shout out. You hook us up all the time. But this is going to be a turn dial right here for our PPEI Easy Link tune system that we did on this truck, delivering a ton of power. I'm going to switch spots with you so you can see everything inside this thing, but might as well fire it up. Still quiet, not that big lub, you know, choke me out diesel sound that you hear, because I'm mic'd up right now. See, there's my mic, check it out. But I can walk around the front of this truck and you can still see it. I'm gonna show you a couple things from the inside. He's gonna stay on that side. We'll just take a look. Inside this truck, what you're gonna have is Sony sound system that's gonna be included in on this truck. If you guys are looking out for the Bang & Olufsen, that's gonna be out supposedly like next year. Let's see how that works. This is gonna be the twin panel massive moonroof here. Whole roof is glass on this truck. It's pretty amazing. And it's not showing as much light in here because I have our quad fold cover, because the trifold isn't big enough. So we did this one. Here's your roof. Just this panel will move. The other one's gonna be fixed glass. Nice little wing net up here. Home link up top. Auxiliary switches. You've got 6 of them. We've got 6 of them because we've got, just on this truck, 6 additional LED lights between the fogs and the rear bumper. So we can literally use all of these. So I do want to point that out, because now it's time to go take a look at some lighting along with this supple, luscious interior that Liberace would blush on this truck, how loaded up it is. I mean, honestly, take a look at this thing. It's just absolutely perfect. So a good thing I'm mic'd up. You guys can still hear me as I walk around the back side of the truck. But what we're going to look at is LEDs. Boom, back side of the truck. Huge, massive hitch, but we've got 8 LEDs per side. You keep walking around to the front, and there's some serious LED action. Ed, do you want to hit the lights? Go ahead and turn them on, and we'll show you what LED is all about in the front, because this is like turning on the sun. Just a wee bit of the complex there of seeing every LED light this truck has to offer. Now, if that doesn't shine a path in the way of anywhere you could potentially go, you probably shouldn't be there if you got that much. Other thing I didn't mention is underneath we do have the dual strut stabilizer, or the dual stabilizer bar going up in the front suspension to keep everything in line too, wrapped completely around the front axle, paired with 2 Fox Racing shocks too, and those are the 2.0 series as well. Thank you, Kelderman, for sure, for the front bumper. Thank you, Rigid Industries, for helping us build this monster. Appreciate you guys too. And a lot of this stuff is coming through No Limit Fabrication, or No Limit Diesel out of California too. So a lot of parts, a lot of time, a lot of labor, a lot of love, but this truck, these aren't easy to build. You'll see them on Instagram. You go to Illumiduty and you see all these trucks all over the place. The time it takes to build one of these and the effort that goes in behind the scenes is pretty incredible to do a build of this caliber. But just to let you know, this is Lasco Ford. Read the name tag. This is what we do. We love it. You guys check us out online. We're at lascolifts.com, Lasco, L-I-F-T-S, lascolifts.com. Check out some of the work that we've done there. And you can also go to www.lascoford.com, see some of our custom trucks. We usually have 1 or 2 in stock at all times for people to be able to use as a good idea to check out and run a canvas off of. This was completely done by Ed Samples, the salesperson here. That is also our leasing manager too. If you want to contact Ed on a build like this, more than welcome to. My name is Paul Zagman. This is Lasco Ford. This is what we do. Welcome to Truck Country. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Add some comments if there's anything you want us to touch on our next lift, or if there's a color you want to see us build and do, give us a heads up. Appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.